Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and today I will be teaching you how to automate the production of the tall mystical flowers from the mod Botania. To do this, I will be using 4 mods, and the mods are Botania, Actually Additions, Extra Utilities 2, and Applied Energistics 2. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the recipes that I'm going to be using, and the recipes are the petals will equal the tall flowers, and that's pretty much it. So right now I'm just going to set up 2 recipes. In the future I can easily do any of the other recipes as well, but for right now that'll be good and good proof of concept. So the first thing that I've already done here is I've set up cabling for my applied energistics system, and I have already plopped down this ME interface. Above this ME interface I'm going to put an auto placer, so let's go ahead and do that. Right now it's on pulse mode. I believe I need to, actually pulse mode is what it needs to be on. And that's good for right now. So the next thing I want to do is I actually want to set up some export buses for my mechanical users that I'm about to place down. So let's place the export buses there. And over here I am going to actually set in a bone meal, so that this will export bone meal into a mechanical user. And let's go ahead and set that up. Right now I need to set up this mechanical user to be use item on block. It needs to be right click, it needs to be upper left hand slot only, and it needs to be only on when I say it can be on by redstone. So the rest of the slots here I'm going to fill with cobblestone so that I'm not wasting a bunch of bone meal by having it in this inventory. And then let's go ahead and set up the second mechanical user here, and that will be facing this way as well. And in that export bus underneath I actually need to place a crafting card and shears. So basically I want shears to appear in here, and I don't want more than just the 1 pair of shears, because I'm going to be telling this to let me see here, use item on block. It needs to be left click, and it needs to be upper left hand slot only. Let's get rid of that. Let's fill it with cobblestone because that's what I want. Let's get rid of my extra shears now and this block here because it doesn't need to be there. So we also want to have this one be redstone on only. So I think that is all set up there. So the next thing I want to do is let's go ahead and place down some dirt, which I thought I had some dirt with me. Apparently I do not. I just need the 1 block of dirt, and it goes right here. The next thing I want to do is I want to set up my import mechanism for the tall flowers once they are harvested. And what I'm going to do, or how I'm going to do that, is I'm going to set up an import bus right here. I'm going to put some acceleration cards in here. That's probably not totally necessary. And then we're going to put a painted vacuum chest right here. It is painted to look like sand to kind of keep the aesthetic of the area here. And so that is most of that done. The next thing I need to do for this placer is I need to put some cobblestone in. And actually, let's go ahead and place down the comparator so that you can see exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing here in a second. So right here, I'm going to have 2 pieces of redstone and then a redstone repeater. And then I'm going to place down a bunch more repeaters here. Yeah, that's good. And then I need 1 here and 1 here. So what all this is going to do, and I screwed that up. I don't know why I put those there. Those need to go here. And this, I think, goes here. Yeah. So what we're going to do here is basically anytime that I get a redstone pulse to this repeater, it will trigger the system to basically give the different machines pulses of redstone. And actually I want to move this just 1 more block this way. Okay, so the last thing I want triggered, let's work backwards, is this mechanical user, which is the harvester. So I'm going to set this to the longest delay. It's going to be 4 ticks. This one right here, I need to hit it with bone meal, the petal, once it is placed with bone meal. After it's placed, obviously, but before it's harvested. So that'll be, let's do 2 ticks on that delay. For this repeater right here, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 ticks because this repeater will kind of be an analog of these 2 repeaters right here. Actually, only this repeater. I'm going to set this one to 4 ticks and this one to 4 ticks as well, because this loop right here is my redstone timer mechanism, basically. the shorter delay that I have on these repeaters, and I'm actually going to set this one to 4 as well. The shorter delay I have on these repeaters right here, basically this will tick faster. I don't want it to tick too fast, so that's why I'm using 4 ticks on the delay for all of these repeaters right here. So basically, when there is 2 power on this redstone right here, this one will have 1 power, and then this redstone repeater will get that signal, and it will activate everything in this loop. So how I'm going to do that is, basically, if you have 1 item in this placer, it will give a power of 1, and I want it to have a power of 2. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to fill the rest of this with cobblestone here, and if I place down 34 cobblestone in here, like so, I should have a power of 1, but the next item I place in here should give a power of 2, and it should go ahead and basically get the system running. So let's go ahead and see if that will work, and there it is. You couldn't see it but just for a quick second, but it did harvest a flower there. And so let's go ahead and actually I need to dig down here, and let's go ahead and put the patterns in here, and let's go ahead and tell it to actually make a few of these. So I actually need to put that dirt back before we can do that, but then it should be able to run. So let's look up tall flowers. Let's go ahead and say make 10 of these. I don't have 10 petals. I can actually fix that. Actually, that should work. So let's go ahead and make 10 of these now that I have 10 of those. And that should go ahead and make 10 of them. Cool. Looks like everything is working as intended. And that is how you automate the production of the tall mystical flowers from the mod Botania. Like I said, you need the 4 mods, the Botania Actual Additions, Extra Utilities 2, and Applied Energistics 2. If you feel like you learned something today, definitely feel free to drop a like down below. And if you like watching automation type stuff in modern Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.